that I think the president has lost control over this budget. For the last two, particularly last 2 years, halos yung House of Kongreso na lang, or particularly the House of Representatives, is the one running or yes, running the budget. And they have mangled the budget. You can no longer recognize it.
First assumption is na may impluwensya ang presidente sa desisyon ng Kamara at ng Senado pagdating ho sa budget. Ang impluwensya lang ho ng presidente dyan, mga Kochero, for sure, na valid at constitutional is yung National Expenditure Plan. Bakit to? Kasi ho, mga Kochero, yung National Expenditure Program, yan ho ay nanggagaling sa executive. I think this is the first time I've heard Drilon take a neutral stance. O, sa palagay ko lang naman, ha, hindi ko pinagtatanggol si Drilon. Pero sa palagay ko, medyo neutral siya dito. Bakit? Papakita ko sa inyo kung bakit. Ito kasi yung inano ng mga balita, binroadcast ng mga iba't ibang mga balita. Ano? Ito ang pinakita nilang lahat. Sabi, 2025 budget most corrupt I've seen in 24 years. Oo, yun ang sinasabi, yun ang pinost ni One News. Kung hindi niyo po alam, si One News po kapatid ho yan nila Business World, ni News 5, mga media companies din under the Pangilinan Group. Yan ang sinabi niya. Ngayon, mga Kochero, syempre, yung mga DDMs, talon agad sila diyan. Talon agad sila diyan sa issue na yan. Oo, kasi nakakita sila most corrupt eh. Pakinggan natin maigi yung kanyang sinabi. Actually, itong clip na to, dalawang clip ay papakita ko sa inyo. Ito po ay galing sa isang mahabang interview around 45 minutes to 1 hour. Pero kinuha ko na lang yung mga salient points sa topic natin. So, eto na nga. Panoorin muna natin yung nag-viral. Ito yung nag-viral. Ito yung nag-viral na comment. Panoorin muna natin to.
That I think the president has lost control over this budget. For the last particularly last 2 years, halos yung House of Kongreso na lang, or particularly the House of Representatives, is the one running yes, running the budget, and they have mangled the budget. You can no longer recognize it. Remember that the budget is a result, is an output of our economic managers. Remember that the public spending contributes to about 20 to 25% of our gross domestic product. Kaya po yung economic managers is tasked to craft the president's budget, what we call the National Expenditure Program. Pagdating po ng General Appropriations Bill, pagdating sa House, they mangle everything. The president has lost control over the budget process, and I urge the president recover that control for the good of the country. Kaya tingnan nyo, natanggal yung chairman dahilan sa hindi na-discover ng Malacanang na talagang hindi na maintindihan, hindi na nila makilala yung ginawa ng economic managers na National Expenditure Program, at it was mangled in Congress, and this has an effect on our lenders because they are looking at our deficit, and the deficit will balloon because of the funding of the projects which are not a part of the regular budget. So talagang masama ito. As I said, I will repeat, regardless of the legalities of what has happened, the most important thing is that the president has lost, that's the most unfortunate thing, the president has lost control over the budget. Kaya ngayon, nakikita mo, they're all scrambling kung saan-saan kinukuna ng mga pundo. Yung PDIC, 107 billion. Yung PhilHealth, I don't know how I can't remember anymore. But this is evident that, because the budget was bungled, and the funds that were supposed to fund the programs necessary to move our economy, nawala na natin. Nilagay sa pork barrel. And here, really, in my view, it is unfortunate that the president has lost control over his own economic program as pronounced in the General Appropriations Act.
Medyo maraming dapat i-unpack dito sa statement na to ni Drilon. Kasi ang daming assumptions eh. First assumption is na may impluwensya ang presidente sa desisyon ng Kamara at ng Senado pagdating ho sa budget. Ang impluwensya lang ho ng presidente dyan, mga Ochero, for sure, na valid at constitutional is yung National Expenditure Plan o National Expenditure Program, however you want to call it. Bakit to? Kasi ho, mga Ochero, yung National Expenditure Program, yan po, o National Expenditure Plan, yan ho ay nanggagaling sa executive. First assumption is na may impluwensya ang presidente sa desisyon ng Kamara at ng Senado pagdating ho sa budget. Ang impluwensya lang ho ng presidente dyan, mga Ochero, for sure, na valid at constitutional is yung National Expenditure Plan o National Expenditure Program, however you want to call it. Bakit to? Kasi ho, mga Ochero, yung National Expenditure Program, yan po, o National Expenditure Plan, yan ho ay nanggagaling sa executive. Simula from the endorsement ng executive ng DBM, ng National Expenditure Program or National Expenditure Plan, hanggang sa mag-bicameral conference. Wala akong control ang presidente dyan. Why? Because ang kapangyarihan po ng pagbibigay ng budget or the power of the purse solely rests upon the legislative department. After BICAM, kailan na lang ulit magkakaroon ng impluwensya ang presidente? After pagsumite ng General Appropriations Bill sa veto. Yun naman, exclusive naman yun, yung kapangyarihan na yun, ay eksklusibo naman sa Pangulo. Vivito niya, o yung mga items na, ayoko nito, ayoko nito, ayoko nito, ayoko nito. Yun naman yung veto. May mga tanong, sabi, kapag ba vinito ng presidente na ibabalik? Depende. Kasi ang veto, binabalik yan sa Congress eh. Ngayon, pag binalik sa Congress, tell you what, si Congress has the discretion na i-retain yung veto or i-disregard yung veto. Bakit? Kasi nga, it's the Congress, legislative, that has the power of the purse. In fact, mga Kojero, si Presidente, malaki ang kanyang vinito. 194 billion pesos ang kanyang vinito. Majority ho ng kanyang vinito, kung mababasa niyo dyan sa tabi, ay nasaan? Nasa unprogrammed appropriations. Dito na ngayon pupunta yung diskusyon ni Drilon tungkol sa most corrupt. Kasi mga Kojero, kung papanoorin nyo ho yung buong episode nito,
And how might he be able to regain control? Sa tingin niya, ano ang pwedeng remedyo dyan?
Well, he can regain control by making sure that the releases are proper because he has control
Executive
over
na
the
yan eh.
release of the funds.
Yes.
To the extent it is still possible to, I do not know to what extent the president can again fund the deleted or unfunded regular programs. That's a question of computing how much it will cost. But the president should try to do that, realign. The power of the president
Kaya nga,
to
di ba?
realign is recognized in the Constitution, and he has that power but to realign savings from the other
Right.
items and
Tama.
place it, let's say, in education. He can realign items in the pork barrel budget and put it back to the computerization. He has the
pork barrel. Kung papanoorin nyo ho itong episode na to, pag sinabi ho nilang pork barrel, ang ibig sabihin ho nila ay yung unprogrammed appropriation. Kaya nasabi ni Drilon na most corrupt itong budget na ito. Dahil ito yung may pinakamalaking unprogrammed appropriations. Sila sabi niya. Parang sabi nga niya, ang computation nga daw niya is umaabot na raw ng 1 trillion kung pagsasamahin daw yung unprogrammed appropriation from 2023 hanggang 2025. Yun siya sabi niya. Pero ito daw yung pinakamalaki. Yun ang sabi niya. Actually, yung sinasabi ho ni Drilon kanina na realignment, may prerequisites yan. Hindi lang ho basta-basta pwede mag-realign. Number 1, there has to be savings. Number 2, there has to be an enabling law. At number 3, it should be within the department. Hindi ho basta-basta pwede mag-realign. So, pwede yung sinasabi ni Drilon, pero malabo sa sabaw ng pusit. Kasi wala pa tayong savings eh. Unless yung savings ng 2024 ang pag-uusapan natin. Pero kung ang pag-uusapan natin, again, kailangan meron kang, hindi lang savings eh, kailangan meron kang enabling law. Pangalawa. Pangatlo, kailangan dapat within the department. Hindi pwedeng across, bawa, DepEd, ibibigay mo sa DND. Hindi pwede yun. Kailangan within DepEd lang din. So, hindi ko alam kung accurate. Well, abogado naman si former Senate President Drilon, pero alam naman natin nakakamping yan or dilaw yan. We cannot take his word as it is. Kasi syempre, tulad yan, sinusulong niya, sinasabi niya na ang unprogrammed appropriations ay pork barrel. Hindi po. Hindi po pork barrel ang unprogrammed appropriations. Malinaw ho ang jurisprudence niya. Oo, yung decision dati ng Korte Suprema, malinaw ho yan. Ano ho ang pork barrel? Ang pork barrel ho ay ang budget na ibinibigay sa mga kongresista kung saan kahit sila ay nakapagsabi na ng kanilang mga proyekto para sa kanilang mga distrito, nagkakaroon sila ng discretion o nagkakaroon sila ng kakayahan na i-reallocate ito. Bawal ho yun. Yun po yung sinasabi na unconstitutional. Kasi sabi po ng Supreme Court decision na ito, from the moment the law becomes effective, any provision of law that empowers Congress or any of its members to play any role in the implementation or enforcement of the law violates the separation of powers and thus is unconstitutional.